Hi, this is Kelly at Kelly Kinetics, and I'm here today to introduce you to foam rolling or myofascial release, and for a specific area of the upper leg. If there's any knee issues, very often they will come from either above the knee or below the knee. So ideally, you would want to be checking on the calves and the feet, as well as the whole upper leg and the glutes. But for this video today, I'm going to focus mainly on the upper leg and what to do. I will be showing what to do with the foam roller on one leg only, and then you can do it on both legs. The other thing to say about myofascial release is that there are many benefits to learning how to do this. One is that it helps to relieve tightness in the body, which can restrict you from moving well, or when it comes to working out, being able to perform exercises optimally. It can also aid in general recovery post-workout. So by putting the pressure of the body onto the roller, it can get rid of the toxins that build up in the muscle as you work out. So that would be another reason to do it. Also, despite any discomfort that may come from foam rolling, it actually is a relaxing practice and one that I believe everybody should be doing on a regular basis. So we shall begin. If you don't already have a roller, my recommendation is start with a softer one. As time goes on, you may need something harder, but I would recommend, getting something that's kind of soft. To touch it, I can kind of squeeze it a teensy bit versus one with like lots of bumps on it, or even just one that is harder and smooth. So we're going to start by rolling the front of the leg, so the quad, and there's 3 sections we're going to do. We're going to do the front, we're going to do the inner thigh, and we're going to do the outer thigh. What else do I want to say about this? There's a variety of movements that you're going to do, and I like to split the rolling up into thirds. So we're going to work on the top section, then the middle section, and then the section just above the knee. And that's going to go for all parts. I'll also briefly show you the hamstring, the back of the leg, afterwards. So what we're going to start off by doing, I'm going to start on my right leg. So I'm going to push the roller out to the right and then place the left edge of the roller on top, underneath the leg here. So different angle. I'm here. Let me take this off so we've got some color and I'm not blending into everything. Right too. So we're gonna jump on top and we're just going to, chances are, if you've never done this before, you're gonna be really tight. So I recommend just sitting on the roller, doing your best to relax, take deep breaths, using your diaphragm deep into the belly. Once you feel like there's been some sort of release and you can relax a bit more, we're going to start doing small rolling movements up and down in that little section. So we'll do that. The next move you're going to do, now, if you're super tight, you may not be able to do any of this, but your goal is to eventually be able to, and that will come from doing this on a regular basis. So We're going to bend and straighten the knee. You can also bend the knee and move the leg from side to side like this. This is going to help get into all the cross tissues. And then you can also have the leg straight and move the leg from side to side like that. Once you've done that, we're going to move down into the midsection of the quad. Again, if you need to sit on it for a bit, you can. Sorry, and I forgot to mention, you want to support your body by placing the forearms down on the floor. That's going to help you to move and roll. And yeah, we don't want to be up like this. That takes away from trying to relax on the thing. So now we're in the middle, rolling up and down. We're going to do that for a bit, and then we can attempt bending and straightening. We can move the leg from side to side. We can also move the leg side to side that way. Then I'm going to roll all the way to the bottom of my knee. I'm just going to turn around a bit here. Yeah. So now I'm just above the knee. Here for me, I'm quite a bit tighter than the other areas. So I'm going to rest on top of that a little longer. And then when I'm ready, bend and straighten. You want to do these movements slow and controlled, all in the name of staying relaxed. If we do anything to create more tension or stress, it's actually going to defeat the overall purpose and goal of doing this. So we always want to do things slow and controlled. Next part people love, because you can side lay down. So where am I? So I'm propping my head on my hand here. This hand is here, and my inner thigh now, just above the knee, is on the roller. Again, we're just going to let that sit on it, let it sink in. And then when you're ready, you can start moving the leg. Here, there's like a number of different things you can do. I just tend to move the leg in a way to find what's going on. So I'm rocking my leg forwards and backwards. You may feel weird things like moving over a ridge of muscle. The first time you feel that, it's very weird. Do not worry, all is good. Then we can bend and straighten the knee like this. You can also keep the knee bent and move the foot. So you do that for as long as you need, and then move up the leg. When you're doing this on your own, you can do more than the thirds, like more than the 3 sections. When I'm teaching this in a group, I tend to just do the 3 sections in the sake of time. But when you're working on your own, you can definitely take your time and move through smaller subsections. Yeah. Sorry, you might see me. It's happening to me, it may happen to you. All's good. Then we're going to move up. Actually, I would say on the inner thigh, I do it in 4 sections, because I go to the top of the thigh, but then I go right in towards the groin area. The further up the leg you go, the wider you're going to need to move the other leg away from the midline of your body, so that you can get up in here. Yeah, so So where am I? I'm right up in that section. Okay. So once that area is done, we can then move to the outer lateral edge of the quad, the side of the quad. What we're not doing is going right down the side. I'm not touching the IT band. I'm just to the outside of that, sorry, on the front edge here. The way I can tell if someone's in the right position or not is two things. One is whether their body's tilted forward or not. The other is if I saw them make a face and then they move, and then they look like they're on the front of their leg again, because that's more comfortable. No, you need to go through this. It's not going to be pretty, but you need to go through it. So when you're first starting out, again, we're at the edge of the roller. We're going to start up near the hip. We're going to put the front leg down on the floor, bent. This is going to help us to move. And I'm just tilting my body slightly forward. So this one, out of all of them, really just sink, breathe, relax, do your best to do that anyways. Let it sink in with any part of the leg. When you're first starting out, you may not be able to do this for too long. And the natural reaction is going to be to tense up and like grit your teeth and make a pain face or whatever, but it is to your benefit to refrain from doing those things and just breathe through it. Breathe through it, relax, and it will benefit you most. So this one's a hard one for you to see. But all the movements are pretty much the same in all the sections of the legs, rolling up and down. I'm just having my arm here so you can see me better. I feel like I could get a better angle. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna stack my legs so you can see better. So rolling up and down in a small section, then you can tilt the body or the leg forwards and backwards. We can bend and straighten the leg that's on top of the roller. And then go down into the middle section. This section as well, any of the parts of the leg, if you're on your own, you can spend more time on it if you need. Rolling up and down in the small section, tilting the leg forwards and backwards, and then bending and straightening the leg. Moving down to just above the knee on the bottom leg, rolling up and down. Rocking forwards and backwards, and then bending and straightening the knee. So what I would do is do all of that on the first leg, and then do all of that on the second leg. And then just a brief thing about the hamstrings. When I first started rolling, everyone was like getting on top of the roller like this and rolling like this. Since that time, which was many years ago, I've learned more, and we're gonna get on top of the roller like this. So my left leg is bent. I'm right on top of the roller on my right leg with most of the roller pushed out to my right.
where the roller is right at that section where the bottommost part of the glute is attaching to the topmost part of the hamstring. So we're gonna sit on there and we're gonna press our hand in to the thigh. And you can just sit on it. That might be all you need. Or you can start rocking. This is another crazy sensation. So if it feels weird, that's just, don't worry. So we're gonna rock and we can roll up and down a little bit. Another note to be taken is when you're doing this, if you feel any area that refers into some other part of the body, you need to take note of that, where that referral sensation went, because then you need to start working in those areas. So we'll keep working down the leg in that manner, rolling and then rocking. I'm just gonna make it simple right now. There's other aspects to this, but for now, let's just get the main part of the hamstring here. Okay, so if you do that, both sides of the leg on a regular basis, number one, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel like you walk better. You're going to feel like you can do exercises like squats better without any weirdness in the knees. I mean, if there is something that is actually a joint thing that's bone, then this doesn't help that. But many people, I don't know anyone who doesn't have tight leg muscles. So we'll work on this, and it will make your life better. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So I think in a separate video another time, I can go over the glutes. I can go over, hip flexors. I have another video that is the calves. It was a video I made that was in relation to someone specific who has plantar fasciitis. However, it is relevant to me as well because everything is connected in the body. So I can share that as well. If you don't have one of these rollers yet, if you have anything that's cylindrical and round in your house, that's not breakable, you could use it. It would be a lot more painful than this, but you could use a rolling pin if you're desperate. But another thing you could do is, really quickly, and I learned this from my master belly dance instructor, Hadia, who also happens to be a registered massage therapist for many years. Back before I had even known or seen a foam roller, or back before I even got into the fitness industry, and I was in the healthcare industry and I was dancing, she taught us this, and it's essentially the same thing. You take your forearm and you press it into your thigh, and then you just slowly start sliding your arm down the leg, and you're gonna feel some release. You're gonna feel where the knots are, and you can even move a bit with it, and it's pretty effective. And I mean, this was before anyone had a foam roller, so you can do that. You can do that on any part of the body that's reachable, really. So if you don't have a rolling pin and you don't have a roller yet, use your arm. It'd be harder to get in there, but you could use your fist on the inner thigh, and then you could tilt your leg and try to get some kind of pressure, but it does something weird to the knee. So I'd say just push down with your hand as hard as you can, using the weight of both hands through that lateral edge. Anyhow,
I hope that that video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to send me a message, and I can clarify things for you. All right, have a great evening, and I will talk to you later. You can check out my YouTube profile. It's got a link to everything that I do. It's my link tree. It links you to all my social media, to my website, and yeah. All right, have a great Sunday evening, and I will see you later. Bye.